Hey guys, Thomas Silva Jr. here, aka Mustache Tom, here with my review for the second episode of Into the Badlands. So, before I get into the review officially, I just want to point out that I've already seen some, I guess, what do I want to say, reviews about the show, already talking about the lack of character development. And yeah, it's only been 2 episodes, so there does seem to be a lot going on, so I want to personally give this show a little bit more time, because there seems to be a lot of characters going on. So if there does seem to be a lack of characters, that's fine for me for now. I mean, the action scenes have held me up really well in the first episode, and very much so in this second episode. So I do understand that the action is the forefront of this series, and there seems to be a lot of characters. So if some of them do seem to be lacking in character development right now, with only the second episode coming out, for me, that's fine as long as they develop as the series progresses. I think it'll be fine. But anyways, into the review. In this episode, we're introduced to a new character, the Widow, and she's making deals at this bar with some guy. I think it's another Baron. I think so. I think that's what I heard. But they're making a deal, and then they get attacked, and then that guy dies, and then the Widow kicks a bunch of ass, and that scene happens. So that was really fun. Then we get the young kid guy, teenager that was running away. He ends up finding uh, some young lady who's wearing this blue sort of outfit, and then she sort of takes him into their region, and it turns out that her Baron happens to be the Widow, and I think it was the Widow that was looking for him, and he's trying to lie his way out of, you know, him being this sort of special creature or something. I don't know. And then she's doing this like cleaning thing. She's trying to clean him up, and then someone else is coming in, like these assassin guys. I think they were assassins. So they make a deal that one of theirs will fight the young blue dressed girl, and then the blue dressed girl kills the guy, and then they say that they're gonna team up, and then they take the young guy away, and they're I guess they also sort of know that there is someone out there that's really special. And while that's going on, we see that Sunny is also having a lot of difficulty trying to maintain this secret now. He ends up going with the Baron to this to a nearby hospital facility house, and he gets checked out, and they say he's gonna die from a brain tumor, and then he decides that he wants Sunny to kill them, and Sunny says he can't, so he goes in there with Sunny's weapon and then kills them, leaving Sunny more upset and cementing his reason for wanting to leave the Badlands even further. Um, and then there's this part where like him and Sunny and the Baron's son are checking out this spot because suspicions of being attacked are being risen, and they're checking out this area, and they end up getting ambushed, and then they line up. They chain up the Baron's son, and then Sunny has to fight up a bunch of guys. And once again, as per usual, the action scene totally kicks ass. And then Sunny manages to get him out after killing a bunch of guys. I don't even remember how many there were. There were just a lot. So it seems like Sunny's reasons for leaving are becoming more and more justified, and then the teenager is sort of running out of places to hide because, we have the widow who's sort of after him, but trying to not make a big deal of it because I don't know if she's 100% sure if he's that special person, but with the powers. Um, and then there's the other Baron that Sonny has, and he already sort of disliked him, but Sonny managed to bring him back, and then Sonny asked to train. I forgot what the term they used specifically for it for this one. I kind of missed it, but I guess just like he's gonna be a student, and the Baron said he's gonna keep a really close eye on this young, powered kid. And that was pretty much the episode. And like I said, I'm gonna try to review every episode of Into the Badlands. If I do miss any, that'll be fine. I'll still end up doing a review for this season at the end of it. So I'll try to cover everything I missed if I do miss a review for this. But yeah, I mean, like I said in the beginning, I think that the show is going to be more focused on the fighting than the actual characters. And from the look of it, it seems like there's going to be a lot of characters. We already got introduced to the two barons. They mentioned it in the first episode that there are several barons. I think there's either 4 or 5 of them. So you know, there are still other barons out there. So um, we'll see where that goes if they're gonna introduce any more. But it does seem like they're starting to get their focus now that they have the Baron that's going to die, and we have Sonny, who, like I said, I feel has a bit more of a reason to leave, and his character does seem to be interesting for that from this episode. There's the girlfriend. She's just sort of like, oh, I want to get out of here. So I want to see her develop a lot more. I want to see her learn how to fight because that's something that I saw that they brought up. So that'd be interesting to see. There's the widow. There's their students. There's the Baron's son. So there are characters sprinkled around. So we'll see. It's only the second episode. Like I said, it's more. I already see where the focus is. So that's what I go in to see the fighting, and if the characters develop, that's nice. That's not that'll give the show a boost. But I enjoy this show just as I enjoyed this episode as much as the first episode. So again, I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. I enjoyed this episode, and I think it's we'll see. It's the series that's gonna have to find its place, and it looks like they're doing something really smart by putting it between The Walking Dead and Talking Dead, because a lot of people who watch Walking Dead want to stay to see Talking Dead, so I guess people stick around to see Into the Badlands. I think that was their initial plan when they did that the last week and this week, and I believe they're doing it for next week as well. And yeah, like I said, in the first review, I want to give this series a try. So, with that being said, this has been Thomas Sula Jr., aka Mustache Tom, and I'll see you guys next time.